I look at that mustache, sir, and I say, fuck Yellowstone, Wyatt Earp in Tombstone. One of the greatest movies of all time. All right, folks, it is time. Are you ready for your headline act this evening? This is what you all came for. This gentleman's a good friend of mine. I'd like to think I had a good hand in helping him in his career. And it's come to this, his first headlining spot of all time. And well deserved. You're in for a hell of a treat. One of my favorite comics, soon to be yours. Make some noise for Dave Keam, everybody!
This mic really is quiet. Yeah, so this speaker is everything that we're hearing right now. So hopefully you can hear me. Can you hear me? Good. Yeah, thanks. Joe stole my Tombstone joke that I was going to make just before he came up. He didn't know, but I've been sitting over there thinking, I'm going to make a fucking Tombstone joke. And he stole it. So here's my backup joke. My backup joke. And this table might get it, but the rest of you might not. I never thought my first headlining gig I'd be getting stared down by both cowboys and Indians.
Don't start something.
Yeah, first off, I'd like to thank all the comedians who came before me. You guys are all fantastic. The show, but for those of you who weren't watching the comedians, the weirdos who were kind of gathering up front here, I'd like to thank them. I'd like to thank the cops that showed up in the middle of Tim's set, and when they walked past, Tim actually went like this. Yeah, they didn't catch you, Tim, but I caught it. You did a really good job. You kept going on. What else was I going to say? Don, how are you not a dad? You're really not a dad?
Just got a dad bod.
Yeah, it's the king of the dad jokes. Right? Yeah. That's like you coming up and saying, oh, I'm not gay, and singing It's Raining Men for 10 minutes. Yeah, and the gentleman I can't remember his name, Shram, is he not here? Sharm? He said he was Catholic? He's got the kind of beard you're forced to have by cultural religion. Well, maybe he's in the bathroom. Anyway, hopefully we'll get him later. Anyway, my name's David. Thank you very much for coming. A lot of the folks from here are from Lake Louise. I really appreciate it. But it's a secret about me and Lake Louise, so don't you guys say anything about it, right? The last thing I want to do is let my work know what I do, especially the folks in HR. And there's 2 people from HR here tonight. I just would like to say that this is something I do on my own for fun. I come into Calgary to do it. I hardly say cock at work. Right? I hardly say cock at work. I'm going to say it tonight. Before I get into my shtick here, the other thing I want to do is my favorite thing at the 2 folks at the back there, well, kind of the back, like halfway through the room. I really appreciate you guys. He already said how it's nice how you said. Yeah, I know. One of my favorite parts is when he said the elderly couple in the background, and you went, fucking elderly? What is called elderly? Yeah, exactly. Right? That's hilarity. Anyway, my name's David, thank you. I guess my name's Dave now?
Dave.
Yeah, Dave. I guess Dave. Joe's officially christened. My comedy name is Dave now. It's a running joke. I don't like being called Dave, but that's what it is now, Dave. I'm David. I'm from Canmore. I love being from Canmore. Canmore's a really nice place. Don't be too impressed. I rent. I'm not one of those Canmore people, right? Canmore, I like living there, but our economy is based on a little strategy we call screw the tourists, right? And I don't have any problem with that, especially working in Lake Louise. But when I go to the grocery store, they don't know I'm a local, so I have to pay $18 for an onion. I'm in my 50s, in case you can't tell, you know? I'm officially at that age where people will lie to me about how old I look as a form of a compliment, right? Oh, you're 53? Oh man, you can totally pass for 48. Yeah, who the hell wants to pass for 48? Who's out there thinking, oh yeah, 48, that was the golden year. I really peaked when I was 48, if only I could have that back. The only other compliment a guy like me gets is, I really like the color of your shirt. Yeah, that's it. They'll be hard pressed to say something. They'll be like, I really like the color of that shirt. Yeah, thanks. It was clean and on top of the basket. All right, let's talk about my body for a second. Thank you, Tim. Let's talk about my body for a second. I realize it's weird, right? I've got like the torso and a head of a guy who's 6'4", perched on the legs of a guy who's 5'3". Right? I've heard it all. Hey, buddy, you look like a short guy that had half a wish granted. And it really used to bug me, right? It really used to bother me. And then I started following the body positivity movement. Anybody here follow the body positivity movement? I gotta be honest, most of this room is a bunch of good-looking people, not you, John. Maybe you don't. But I followed it. The body positivity movement really helped me. They make me understand that I'm not weird, I'm not broken, right? I'm special. Folks, I might be the world's tallest midget. Yeah, you can see it now, can't you? I'm all torso. That's why I have to jog. It's because I look like a penguin trying to catch a bus. I'm the human equivalent of a wiener dog. I guess somebody laugh. That's a good one. If you don't laugh at human equivalent of a wiener dog, it's going to be a long 18 minutes. Anyway, John will go for a smoke with you if this doesn't pick up in a couple minutes. When I first said I was the world's tallest midget, what do you think people said to me?
Can't say midget.
Yeah, you can't say midget, because it's offensive, right? But who's offended? This is my body, right? This is my journey. I'm taking the power away from the word, right? I'm living my truth. And the truth is that I'm the Andre the Giant of the Lollipop Guild.
You're a wiener dog.
Yeah, I'm a wiener dog. I'm a human equivalent of a wiener dog. Oh, don't shout things out, John. John is the funniest person I know, and if we start doing that, this will be a long time for everybody. So I say it's not a derogatory. Oh yeah, if I say midget, it's not derogatory. It's brave. And people will say, David, just say little person. Don't say midget. Just say little person. Well, I can't be the world's tallest little person.
You okay?
I'm not little.
Oh, let's get another round.
And the world's tallest little person is just a person. It doesn't mean anything, right? It's like being the richest bum at the homeless shelter, or the best-looking woman at bingo. I'm a member of Generation X. Is there anybody? There's a lot of millennials in the crowd. I can tell that just by looking at you. Is there anybody else in this crowd who's Generation X?
Woo!
Oh, thank God. Corey, you.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're aging well. You never know. Yeah. I thought you were this guy's brother. Just kidding. Help me again, Corey. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, Corey. I'll stand you later. Anyway, I don't want to keep looking at my paper. Anyway, I'm Generation X, and I'm a proud member of Generation X. And do you guys remember, we're the last cool generation, right? We really are. We really are. I'm not saying you're not cool. You're the coolest man I've ever seen. You're probably not. When were you born? What year? Before 1965? Yeah.
It's 1960.
Yeah. So you're still cool, though. I'm saying, because I don't want you to think that this guy thinks he's fucking cooler than me. Look at my ass. No, the younger kids, right? Because we had great idols, right? We had like Evel Knievel and the Fonz and Magnum P.I. These kids these days, who do you guys have, right? Dora? Yeah, Dora? I don't know. Not much. But do you guys remember when we were the here for a good time, not a long time crowd, right? The plan was to, yeah, you're nodding, yeah, you know, and the plan was to live fast and die young. How's that working out for everybody? Well, we're on to plan B now, aren't we? Live slow, die eventually. Right? Do you guys remember pre-gaming? You know, before we'd go out, we'd go to a buddy's house and we'd do shots. Sometimes people might do a little MDMA, maybe even a couple of bumps of coke to stay on point before you walked in. Ooh, that's changed, eh? Yeah, pre-gaming's a little different for us now. I don't know about you guys, but for me, It's a nap. And the only pills I'm popping are Tylenol, while I make up an excuse not to go out.
You used to be fun.
I used to be fun. We all used to be fun. That's a problem. We're not fun anymore, right? But I still like to drink. I still like to drink. I still like to be social. I still like to have fun. Good night, Ms. Reeves. It was a pleasure. I'm kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Way to call me out.
No, I'm sorry. I wanted to say anything. Anyway, I still like to drink it. I like to be social, but I don't like to stay up late, right? 2 in the morning. Jesus. 2 in the morning is when I get up to go to the bathroom. I don't want to be outside of my house at 2 in the morning. I'm going to a bar? Yeah, no way. Yeah, you're putting in a full day and then coming home and showering and changing and getting into an Uber and going somewhere loud. I'd rather be set on fire. Right? That's not going to happen. Think about what we used to do when we were younger. And since the average age of this crowd seems to be a little young, what many of you maybe do now, right? You go, you start drinking at like 9 or 10 p.m. You drink until 2 or 3 a.m. You pass out. You sleep and you wake up just in time to go to work. It was fun back then. And April's like, yeah. Good for you, April. Now what I'd like to do, because I'm a little older, right? I flip that. I like to start drinking around 9 or 10 a.m. Yeah, I drink until 2 or 3 p.m. Then I pass out. Then I wake up just in time to go to bed. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Sure, it's a waste of a day, right? But that's why you get 2 days off. I just wish they had bars that catered to it. Can you imagine a bar? Early birds, you know, you go there, they specialize in boozy brunch. Happy hour starts at 9 a.m. They've got $4 shafts. For food, they've got appetizer platters, but instead of like chicken wings and stuff, it's like toast and bacon and pastries. Yeah, the TVs in the bar, instead of playing sports, it's The Price is Right. Yeah, you don't need to worry about getting a sitter because your kids are already in daycare. Yeah, you don't need to worry about the cops when you're done. Because it's 3 in the afternoon and they're all doing like court time and paperwork and stuff. You never see check stops at 3 p.m., right? No, early birds, man. Day drinking, it's the best. I wish it was really a thing. At this point, one thing I can't do, and Joe doesn't do it as much anymore. Joe's really good at doing impressions. I can't do impressions at all. You ready, Danny?
Ready.
So I'm having Danny, my friend Danny here. I'm supposed to call you Danny California.
Danny California!
Yeah! Your real name, I don't know if she's embarrassed. McDonald's, not that really a weird last name. But Danny California, if you'd like to come up. And we're going to have to share the mic. And it gets even better, Danny. Because the mic's not really working properly, so you have to yell into it. But we'll make it.
California!
Everybody, give a big round of applause. How many people in the crowd here are Gen Z? I know there's one. 28 or younger.
Here?
What are you, 27?
Yeah.
Hey, you just got in April. Are you 28 or younger?
Oh, hello, I'm doing great.
That's the best. Nobody has a clue what you just said, Danny. Danny's clearly under 28.
I know.
Anyway, then I was planning on, there's only certain demographics in the room. But Gen Z, here's the thing, I'm Gen X, Gen Z, they don't like us, right? They don't like us at all. They think we're tired, conservative, and things like that. I have a daughter who's 21, and I asked her how she sees people like me. She says, I honestly don't understand the difference between people who are 40 and people who are 65, right? They see us as all the same. We wake up in the morning, we have a cup of coffee, then we go look for some vulnerable people to oppress. Discriminate against them, all the better. They think we're really conservative, but far from it, kids. Generation X, we were really forward-thinking when we were young. We were really progressive. We normalized LGBTQ. I'm saying this because Mandy's beside me. I felt like I should really make a good case before I get her to do stuff. We normalized LGBTQ visibility, right? We pushed for diversity and equality. We spoke truth to power, especially in our music. We did. There's really some, right? You think we're a bunch of conservative old people, don't you? Yeah, sure you do. It's not that we aren't woke, right? It's that we've been woke so long that we're tired. And then these new kids come along, right? And they push for equality, but they've also added in identity, which is kind of confusing, right? But we're cool with it. Cool, dude, it's good for you. You know, you're building on the equity and what does the I stand for? Inclusion that the millennials brought around. And the thing is, you're always outraged, right? You're always outraged about something. You got that? What's the little girl from Finland or whatever her name is? Greta. Yeah, she's always angry at you guys, right? And Gen X, we just don't give a fuck, right? We've never cared. We've never cared. That's our thing. And you guys have your thing. And you guys think our thing is lame, which is cool. Because I think all the hippie boomers were sellouts too. So, but the thing is, your moral high ground, it has an expiry date, right? And the expiry date is coming because Gen Alpha is right behind you. And they're already thinking of ways, like 15, 20 years from now, to make you feel dated and conservative. Right? And you're thinking, well, what's left? What more they can do? Well, I think it might sound a little like this. Danny, congratulations on your baby.
Did you just use
gotta yell at
the B word? We don't use that term, it's offensive. It implies a lot of negative things. Our sovereign life form will decide their own developmental identity once they can understand their emotional paradigm in a conscious manner.
Oh my God, of course, yeah, no. I did not mean to offend you. I'm sorry, I did not mean to offend you. It's a lovely sovereign life form. What's its name?
Name? You mean the symbol of parental oppression that our parents something to yell at us whenever they express their truth? They're not a dog, it's our child. They select their own racial identity when they have formed an awakened relationship with the universe.
Danny, California.
Now we can drop a PK man.
I'm holding on this piece of paper because the next joke had a lion, and I keep forgetting. So Osama, how crazy that sounded? It sounded crazy, right? That's how you sound when you're supposed to be the non-triggering safe zone. It's the same thing. And I know what you're expecting. You're expecting me to now to make a pronoun joke, right? I'm not going to make a pronoun joke. I'm cool with pronouns. Daddy taught me all about pronouns. But the thing is, in 20 years, guys, it's not just going to be pronouns. It's going to be pronouns, nouns, adjectives, the whole thing. Hi, I'm Riley. My pronouns are they, them. My noun is whisper. And my adjectives are resilient and luminous. You're going to day drink too. 20 years from now, a day, what is it called, early birds, is going to be a whole change. The other thing about me is, I don't know if you can tell this too, well you can. It's a tough time to be me. It's specifically a tough time to be a white, middle-aged, heteronormative, what's the one I forgot?
Cisgender?
Yeah, cisgendered. That's not actually the one I always forget. Cisgendered.
Incel.
No, I'm not an incel. I was just thinking of an incel. No, do you want
Neuronormative.
Neurotypical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really butchered that, didn't I? Cisgendered, white, middle-aged, neurotypical guy. Right? It's tough. It's tough for me. The other thing is, because I gotta be careful all the time, right? All the time. If I say the wrong thing, if I do the wrong thing, if I look at someone too long, if I don't look at someone at all, things like this are things I'm constantly judged for. I'm gonna use the word racist in a joke in a couple of minutes, and the whole fucking tension in the room's gonna go on. Yeah, the other guys can do it, not me. The other thing I do that's going wrong with me is I tend to forget things, right? I forget things. Anyone else getting forgetful? Yeah, now that we tap a card, right? We tap a card, then once in a blue moon it doesn't tap, and they're like, just stick it in and use your pin. And I'm like, but I don't remember my pin. I never remember my pin. So I had to come up with a trick, right? The first four prime numbers, that's my pin. The first four prime numbers, 2357, 2357. It's a good one to remember, right? It's a good way to remember it. If I go to stick my thing in, I don't remember, just Google it, the first four prime numbers. Oh yeah, 2357. The other thing I keep forgetting, don't tell people the pin of my bank card. So imagine how hard it is for me to remember the expanded LGBT acronyms. Right? Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them, right? But I have to remember them. I'm all those things I said I was earlier. The last thing I need is the alphabet mafia coming after me. I don't need those guys, right? 2S LGBTQ QIAA plus. Daniel only thinks there's one Q. See that? There's only one fucking Q, David.
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Well, don't. That's not part of the bit. Oh yeah, I guess we got Alcoholics Anonymous. Right? There's also that. In this sense, I don't know. Talk to Danny afterwards. Talk to him at the end of that table. They're probably going to come talk to me tomorrow morning in the office and be like, we just got to talk about a couple of things. Anyway, there's two Qs. There's two Qs, despite what Danny says. And the first Q is for queer. I was like, dare you guys to laugh at that. The first Q is for queer. And if you're sitting there wondering, I wonder what queer means, you might be the second Q. It's questioning. Now, if we're going to reuse letters, I think we should put another T in there. T for try, but not T-R-I, like not trisexual. Trisexual like T-R-Y. These are the people that try anything. Like glory holes, you know, they put cucumbers in their ass, they'll fuck a watermelon. These are the peanut butter in their cock guys. Now I realize, yeah, that's a lot of food things. So maybe we could add an F, right, for foodie. Now, there's those of you in the crowd, I can tell by your look, you're sitting there and you're thinking, I don't have a fucking letter. Everybody has a letter, guys. If you don't think you have a letter, we should maybe add one for you. We can add another B for boring. Why wouldn't you want a letter? Come on, live a little, guys. All right, well, it's a tough time to be. You know what's also a tough time to be? A bum. Sorry, I gotta get this thing right. I took the thing out for Danny and now I'm all messed up. I hate to kill the momentum, but...
Don't take your thing out.
Yeah, you wish. If I took my thing out here, you'd never notice it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I can't show it off on stage, but women are often impressed by how little it hurts. Anyway, back to bums.
Never told a joke that's so funny about adult age.
It's a tough time to be a bum. Because bums have something in common with payphones, right? You never see them in nice places. And, could you imagine touching one? But also, bums and payphones, they needed people walking around with change. We don't have change anymore, and it's really ruined their economies. Yeah. You remember the golden age of the bum? It wasn't that long ago. We'd all have like pockets filled with change. The guy'd come up to you and be like, hey, can I get some spare change? Be happy to give him some. Pull a hand out, right? You'd pick out the loonies and the toonies, and you'd toss them the rest. And you'd feel like you just solved homelessness. Yeah. Remember you always, well, you guys wouldn't, but back when we had the gold age of the bum, you always had a buddy who was like weirdly jealous of the bums. You'd go to give a bum some money, and he'd be like, oh, don't fucking give him any money. Those guys, I hear they make as much as lawyers. I don't know, they didn't look like they made as much as lawyers, did they? Yeah, no. But it's 2025 now, we don't walk around with change, we tap cards for everything. So bum comes up to me now, and I feel like I have to break the news to him, right? Hey buddy, you got any spare change? No, I don't have any spare change. Nobody has any spare change. It's 2025. We let spare change in the past with like Blockbuster Video and cigarette machines and flirting at work. You know, the good old days. Bums need to tap now. That would solve the problem. Can you imagine being downtown, or quite frankly, just outside this bar, and a homeless guy comes up to you and says, can I get $10? Yeah, pulls out a little square reader. You have to think fast to get out of that, eh? What I do is I'd say, oh, sure, do you take American Express? And I beat it before he asks me for my debit card. Yeah, see, bums, it's fun to make fun of bums. Yeah, so anyway, I only carry one bit of money on me. That's oh, not crypto. How many of you carry crypto on me? Crypto's a blockchain. I don't do any of that. This is it. This is the only money I carry. You know what this is?
Butt plug.
Yeah, what's it for? Oh, Jesus Christ, I've been doing the same joke for like 6 months now. It's my Superstore cart loony. It's my Superstore cart loony. And I'm not giving that to anybody for anything. That loony, that's the only thing that keeps me from being one of those weirdos walking around with Superstore with all my shit in a basket. Right? You see these guys? Yeah, they're walking around. My favorite thing is when you see them walking through the store like they meant to have a basket. Like they had a choice between a cart and a basket, and they chose the basket. The losers, they didn't choose the basket. They can't hold on to a loser. This is a true thing. A couple of weeks ago, I was at the Signal Hill Costco. There's a Costco in Signal Hill, and I went there. And there was a person at the cart return with a cardboard sign asking everybody for their Superstore cart loonies. Can you imagine that? Yeah, so, yeah, and maybe you would buy their dishes, but no, I'm not giving that. So I said to them, hey, you need this loony here to buy food? Well, weirdly enough, so do I. Now I only need that cart loony for, oh, you gave me the light, that's fantastic. I like how we lied about the last guy's light. Corey's like, did you give me a light? He's like, I gave you 4. Fucking, we all saw Corey was outside staring at traffic. Yeah, we gave you a light. Anyway, sorry, I'll hurry, Corey. Anyway, where was I? We just finished talking about Super. Oh yeah, Costco. Yeah. So Costco, I don't need it. And I really like Costco, except the Sarcee location. That location would make Mr. Rogers racist. See, I gave you guys a heads up. I was going to say racist, so I was going to change the room a little bit, and I did. So Christ is going to start going on with people that aren't white. I'm not. But when you go to Costco now, what's up with that ritual at the end where you have to take your receipt and hand it to that person? I mean, yeah, they make a squiggle on it. Well, I don't know. I don't have the same reaction to you, but I'm going to feed off of that because it works for me. They make the squiggle on it with the Sharpie and then hand it back to you, and now you're allowed to leave. Like, they know you don't put the shit in your cart, right? Like, it's a completely useless task. It's a completely useless task. Could you imagine if that was your job? Like, your job was that useless? Pipe down there, HR folks. Like it's your first day in HR, or first day in HR. First day in Oh, great, the meeting tomorrow.
Well, that's an idea.
Yeah, you did.
You have an apple one, don't you?
We have traditional or Mikey's red.
Mikey's red. That's the one I'm
like, hey,
like.
welcome to Costco. Yeah, this is a good job you done. It pays good benefits. What do you do? Oh, that's the funny thing. We don't really do anything. But we make you stand in the same spot all day and do it. Yeah. And in fact, thousands, like 3,000 or 4,000 people a day go through this Costco. We line those fuckers up in front of you just so you can do your useless task. It gets even better. No matter what, what's that?
Rocks.
Yeah, no matter what, they're not allowed to leave until you do pretty much nothing. Welcome to Costco. Here's your Sharpie. Wait, what was that?
I was working at Costco.
Did you do the Sharpie thing?
Yeah.
Was it rewarding? Did they tell you it was for something, like it did something?
I went there, I was at the door, and the lady goes in and out, and what does she do? She always,
I'm sorry guys, I'm really interested in this investing in it.
We're all invested.
Steal it.
Well, thank God you were there. Thank God that gigantic Costco that you can buy anything, use it, and take it back, and they'll take it. Thank God you were at the door to make a little squiggy on my Sharpie as I'm dragging a canoe and a 3-pack of hair dryers out. I was in Costco a couple of weeks ago, and I see this old guy. Not like you, sir. You're fit and hardy. I see this old guy. And when I say old, he was like 90s or 100s or whatever the upper range of human existence is. He looked like the last days of Jimmy Carter. Just gray skin stretched over his skull. His mouth was hanging open. His eyes were staring off into the distance. He was being pushed around in a wheelchair, right? He had oxygen, the whole 9 yards. But as I'm watching this geezer get pushed through Costco, I couldn't help but wonder, Should this guy be buying bulk? Like, isn't the lifetime supply of everything for this guy like one? Anyway, I guess I'm Dave Keam. Infamous Joe King, everybody. I recently started to dress like.
Well, keep it going for Dave Keam, everybody. Also, a big round of applause for everyone you saw on this show tonight.
Awesome.
For Don Phillips,
That's so awkward. Fucking slide it, dude.
Dave
Thank you.
Clinton,
Thank you.
Charbel Nicholas, Tim Nickel.